Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Khalid Masood Kareem. In this weekly video tutorial, I will share technical aspects of top volume leaders of the Karachi Stock Exchange. The purpose of this video is only for showing technical aspects and techniques. It is not a recommendation to buy or sell. The Karachi Stock Exchange 100 Index closed at 42,531 level on September 11, 2020. The weekly closing is above the weekly pivot level of 42,299 level. The weekly resistance and support levels are at 43,468 and 41,119 respectively. I have used two pitchfork indicators on the weekly chart of KSE 100 Index. The medium-term, blue-colored pitchfork and the short-term, red-colored pitchfork are providing support around 41,891 level. The high and low of the weekly candle may act as breakouts. The index will remain sideways as long as it remains within the high and low range of this weekly candle. The HASCOL has closed at 22.08 level on September 11, 2020. The closing is above the weekly pivot level of 22.13. The weekly resistance and support levels are at 25.00 and 19.22 respectively. Technically, the appearance of a doji candle reflects a pause in ongoing trend, and it may resume upside move if closes above the high of this weekly doji. Failure to do so may result in sideways movement. The PIBTL closed at 13.55 level on September 11, 2020. The closing is above the weekly pivot level of 13.25. The weekly resistance and support levels are at 14.50 and 11.45 respectively. Appearance of a white candle with equal wicks at both ends is tricky. A close above the upper wick may favor bulls, whereas a close below the lower wick will be welcomed the bears. Strong upside move is only possible if it closes above the median line of pitchfork indicator with a wide margin. Expect sideways movement as long as it remains within these two wicks. The power cement closed at 9.86 level on September 11, 2020. The closing is above the weekly pivot level of 10.31. The weekly resistance and support levels are at 10.90 and 8.63. The weekly closing has produced an inverted hammer and a rising wedge chart pattern. The Pakistan Telecommunication Company closed at 10.87 level on September 11, 2020. The closing is above the weekly pivot level of 10.71. The weekly resistance and support levels are at 12.01 and 9.71. Technically, the indicators are bullish and negative. Technical development is a long upper wick which is equal to the body of the weekly candle. The stock frequently produces long wicks. A close above the upper wick may lead to test of the median line of the pitchfork indicator. The Bico closed at 11.29 level on September 11, 2020. The closing is above the weekly pivot level of 10.57. The weekly resistance and support levels are at 12.78 and 10.25 respectively. The stock is bullish. Hope you have enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe to my YouTube channel.